I love it.
Yeah, buddy. Boom.
I'm gonna miss it.
Oh, I already miss it. I hate that we haven't heard this in so long. And I feel like when Cole gets back, oh man, it's just gonna not be good news for Mr.
Yeah,
MJF.
I know. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Happy Saturday morning. Another special episode of the Just Too Sweet Show, the Crown Jewel preview and prediction show. I am still on probation, but I passed my sensitivity training. With me, as always, is the Prince himself, Mr. Mello. Dave, what's going on, man?
Nothing much, sir. You know, loving these 1 p.m. pay-per-views where the rest of my day is free.
The world's most expensive house show. That's how they refer to these Crown Jewel things, because we just don't know what's going to happen in these shows. But we'll get through it today. But before we do have to talk about just a little bit of other stuff, because I wanted to get your opinion on the big MJF Kenny Omega match, that they really did pull out all the stops and the spots and all that good stuff. I mean, Dave Meltzer was probably whacking off, ready for this one to go. Did you see how many stars Meltzer gave it by any chance?
No, that's a good question. I can always look that up.
Well, what did you think of the match anyway? Did you enjoy it? Or did you think it was just a spot fest?
So, I mean, you know me. I love Kenny's style of work. He normally works well with others, depending on what their style is. And MJF has been fantastic in the ring as of late. I love this match just because they both gave each other a little bit of their own, where we saw MJF do something he never does. He never does a spot fest. He's been trying to get over little meaningful things like the kangaroo jump or the double clothesline, little things, and get the crowd popping for that. So for him to just do something unexpected like this flip over the top rope onto the outside,
that was insane. Yeah,
that right there is holy crap. It's one of those things that I know that he likes doing. Getting a good reaction pop, where we're probably not going to see him do that again for a while.
And it was a backflip too. It wasn't just a flip.
Yeah,
it was a backflip. I was like, "What the hell just happened?" I had to rewind it 3 times. Did I see that right?
So it's something that he's only gonna do once in a blue moon, and when you see it, it's like, holy crap! It catches you by surprise and just gives you that big pop. The only issue I would say I have with the match is that hey Ro, how's it going, man? It's exactly what he just said. It was on a Collision show. Mm-hmm. How is that not on a pay-per-view?
Maybe because they need it. I think they need the ratings and the attendance. I'm surprised the attendance for that match didn't go up. It was still half empty, the arena.
Yeah, I mean, it also wasn't that it was kind of poorly advertised, I would say. There wasn't really a big buildup unless you watched Being the Elite, that you would know that MJF was finally on Being the Elite for a little bit. And every time he would go to Kenny, he would start the countdown and be like, "Hey, what's up? 37 days, bitch." And going on little by little like that. So if you really didn't catch it, you wouldn't know that eventually they were going to fight before this. And again, it was one of those things where I think it happened the Wednesday before, right?
The Wednesday before.
So,
but see, me now, if it was they were somewhere Wednesday and they said Saturday in New York, it's going to be Kenny versus, and I'm like, fuck, I'm going. That's why I'm surprised, like you said, it didn't get more crowd attention. Because if they were Long Island this week, MJF versus Kenny Omega, I'm like, holy shit, I gotta go. I would actually got my kids to, all right, we're going. We got to go see that match because that's going to be a fucking classic.
Yeah, for sure.
So I don't know what's going on now. This is going to lead to something else. Now I tried to bring this up with Eric too. 2024 is creeping up real quick, and we know who's the biggest free agent in 2024 is.
Mm-hmm.
Does he jump? Or does he stay? What is your opinion on the matter?
Oh, man. It's funny because this is now getting brought up because this past Wednesday, what's his face? Tony Khan announced tickets are going on sale for All In London next year. And they showed the posters and all this, and MJF is nowhere on this. And then to bring up the other thing, they added another pay-per-view in December called World's End. That is December 30th from Long Island.
Mm-hmm.
So it's playing into so many little things where that could be where MJF loses the belt in his hometown, and then now you're like wondering what's going to happen on the first. Is he going to be with AEW? Is he jumping to WWE? If I'm Tony, I'm throwing whatever MJF wants on his table to not lose him.
That's part two to my question. If MJF jumps, can AEW really survive? I mean, as much as you want to like Kenny Omega, the Bucks, and all these other guys they have, they're not MJF.
No,
they're not. Oh, no one is over in that company as he is. Christian, we love him. He is over as a heel, but he's not going to carry the company. Adam Copeland is not going to carry that company. So, I mean, what do you give AEW a year? Like, they have to do something big if MJF leaves. They would need something major.
They would need more people to jump towards their end if they lose MJF. That's why I'm saying MJF has said whoever offers him the most money is where he's staying. So I'm going, hey, Max, whatever they offer you, I will give you it in double. Whatever you want, just tell me. Tell me what they offered you.
I'll give you $1 more. Give you $1 more.
Hey, I would do it. I'd be like, they offered you $2 million a year. Here you go. Here's 2.1, 2.5, whatever you want, because I don't feel like they could afford to lose him, and he's a star right now. He gets over with anyone and everything. Right now, Wednesday's performance with the Acclaimed was something everybody had been wanting to see, and they built it up throughout the entire show. That it came out good at the end. He ended up scissoring them, wearing the pink. Like it was.
But that was also built for at least 2 weeks because Max Caster's really begging him for 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. Let us be your partner. Let us be your friend. And he's like, no, fuck off. I don't want nothing to do with you guys. And then it finally happened. So like you said, a little build up goes a long way.
And look at who he's like been with as of late and how that's elevated them, right? So like he started off with Cole, and that like elevated them both. Were both fan favorites. Now he's like been those last 2 weeks messing with the Acclaimed, and then they're both like up there. Like anyone that he's working with right now is getting a nice significant push up.
Mm-hmm. And I never thought it would happen, but him as a face has been fantastic.
Yeah, because he still gives you his like little scumbaggy things.
Yeah,
but it's still, like you said, it works, and they did it. They did it right. They didn't just rush him being a face. They didn't just keep him as a heel. They worked him slowly, and it was the right time for Win to make that switch and still keep, a little bit of his authenticity.
All right, so and one more question before we get to the crown jewel. He jumps to WWF, right? Or WWE, I'm sorry. I'm still old school in the brain.
He jumps to the Pandas.
If he jumps, is he heel? Like real heel? Is he face? Or is he what he is right now, a kind of a mixture of a combo? I personally think he has to go full heel because Roman is going to be on his way out soon. By the way, that is a bit of a news. They're saying when Roman loses finally to Cody or whoever, but we all know it's going to be fucking Cody Rhodes. And the reason he has on such a light schedule is because the cancer's not back, but the cancer did a number on him. So he can't wrestle as much as he can anymore. That's why he's been taking a month off, 2 months off, here and there. Which, fine, I get, and I feel bad for the guy, but your champion has to be there on a weekly basis.
Yeah, he doesn't have to fight every week.
Yeah, but you got to be there at least on a weekly basis to show your face. But if that's the case, after he loses, he's going to be gone a while. He's going to be probably gone a while. So I think you got to have to replace that major bad guy. And who better than MJF to walk in there and take that place over? Because he will.
Yeah. I don't know if he can just jump and be full heel, though. Because...
Go ahead.
Well, yeah, I was saying I don't think he could jump and just be full heel. It might have to be like what he's at now and then turn into that heel. Because I just feel like he's just so liked that him just coming in and doing something heelish probably won't get over and will hurt whoever the face really is.
That is true. That's the old Vince McMahon, his entrance is too over. He can't be a heel guy, or stupid idiot. But yeah, this is it. Will he let? That's the other question. Will Triple H let him be full on MJF? Will he let him mention other companies the way he does over there? Will he? That's the one thing from day one. That guy has balls. He'll come right out and say, "I've been talking to Vinnie Mac. I've been talking to the Big Nose guy. I've been talking to all this other shit." I don't know if the WWE was censoring, keep him kind of locked down. But if you sign him, you gotta let him be him. You can't put him in a box. You can't do it.
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah, he has to be him, and I think Triple H being in charge, like we've been hearing as of late, then yeah, I think Triple H will give him that leeway. If it's Vinnie Mac, I don't know how much he'll give him that. But Triple H, I think, will, just because he understands like how much of a draw and how his character is important, to be that scumbag jerk type of person that he's going to take shots at the other company or even bring him up, where he doesn't even have to he doesn't have to say like Tony Khan or something. He could just be like, TK used to tell me this and that, so yeah. I think it can be done.
Yeah, because WWE has more of a don't acknowledge the other company policy. They don't even exist kind of thing, unless they bring them up. Yeah, like Triple H, buy that cheap ass company, whatever, like that comments, stuff like that. But they usually have a no mentioning the other company policy. But that's not MJF. He says what he wants when he wants, and if you're going to pay him all that money to come over, you got to let him be him. Got to do it. Just the bottom line. So the next 2 months are going to be very interesting. And what happens that I bring Adam Cole too, not for nothing. I bring him back. I would. They're a great combination.
They have been. I like what's this guy, Roderick Strong? Every time he comes on TV, Adam. And he's still in the wheelchair for some reason.
Oh god, it is pretty funny actually. All right, so let's get to the main event, shall we say? Oh, let me add this to the goddamn.
So since we're on the AEW topic and talking about World's End a little bit,
go for it.
Will you be attending World's End December 30th from Long Island? I know you don't like to go out to Long Island.
I was kind of debating. I mean, I think there's going to be plenty of tickets available if I want to go at the last minute. But yeah, I was thinking about it actually. But I don't know yet. Maybe it's a big maybe. That's the wrong.
It's on a Saturday, I think, right?
Stupid. That's the wrong one. Stupid.
Let me make sure that I believe it was Saturday. Yeah, it's on a Saturday for a change. So,
yeah, I might. I'm debating. Yeah, maybe. Well, it's the National Coliseum too. It's not that bad to get to.
How far is that from you?
By car, 25 minutes, half hour. Train probably the same thing. Only problem is getting to the train. So that's going to add like another 20 minutes.
Because probably a lot of people are going to be using the train.
Yeah. Plus, it's kind of far away for me to get to the train. So, but we'll see. It is a distinct possibility that I will be able to go. Plus, I want to see what the card's going to be. Like I said, if this is announced maybe as MJF's possible last match, yeah, I definitely want to go.
Well, I'm sure it is. It has to. Like, how are they not going to announce that? Which is why I feel like it's going to draw a lot of people in. It's the last pay-per-view of the year. And, yeah, this could be hometown. This could be where MJF loses the title.
Mm-hmm. At home, which they like to do.
Mm-hmm.
The bitches. All right, so we got Crown Jewel at 1 o'clock. 12 o'clock, the pre-show's about to start. But pre-show's crap anyway. We don't need to watch that thing. But yeah, so we got a bunch of matches here to talk about. Was it the first one? I think that was the first one, right? Let me make sure. Yes, it was. All right, so the kickoff match actually that'll be about 12:30, right? So we got about a half hour to go. Sami Zayn taking on J.D. McDonough, who is maybe part of Judgment Day, maybe not. We don't know. He's like a hang around guy at the moment. He just chills out. Dave, what are we looking for your prediction for this barn burner?
I didn't even know this was a match.
Which says a lot.
I'm gonna go with JD on this one. It's a kickoff, but I think give that man a win. He's been going up against the big dogs lately, right? He like fought Seth and lost, and all these other fought Cody. So let's see, he gets a win over Sammy.
All right, I'm actually gonna go the opposite way. I think Sami Zayn is big in Saudi, and we know how they like to placate the Arabs or whatever, the sheiks and the fans, and they said one big house show, so we'll see. But I am going to go opposite you on this one, and I am going to take Sami Zayn for the win. Next up, the women's champion. Here we go. Io Sky, Bianca Belair. This is for the title, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, just making sure. Didn't really say it. We got Io Sky taking on Bianca Belair for the title. Judgment Day. Damage Control, I believe, is barred from ringside. Does Bianca get her title back, Dave?
No, I don't think so. I think it should stay with Io. I think it should stay with Io, so I'm going to go with that one. I don't think Bianca should be getting this belt back right away.
And by the way, have we had title changes in Saudi? Other than fucking Goldberg and Lesnar, other than that stupid match?
Well, no, that one didn't happen in Saudi. What happened was Goldberg beating the Fiend.
Oh, yeah.
For, obvious reasons, because that was great booking there.
Don't get me started on that. Raul's got Sami Zayn, but he was thinking a heel turn soon. Really? That would be interesting. And he got Io Sky also. Yeah, I'm going with Io Sky. I don't think you take the belt off her yet. I think Bianca's due for a heel turn. I think she's due to join her husband in Hurt Locker. Hurt Damage. What is it called? Damage Control. What are they?
The damage.
The Hurt Business.
The Hurt Business.
Whatever the hell they are. The Hurt Locker. Oscar winner. Come on. It's all right. It was close. But yeah, I think she's due to join them because they have the reality show coming out. They have a reality show coming out on so I have a feeling they're going to put them together. I think you're going to get.
Would that be smart to make? Oh, I guess because the Miz is a heel and people still watch his shows. So yeah, I guess they can do that. It would make sense to have them.
They try to make the Miz a face, and it doesn't work. The guy's a natural heel. Don't try to make. Same thing with Charlotte Flair. I'm sorry, she's bullshit as a heel. No one wants to see her. No one likes her as a heel. I mean, as a face. She's a natural heel. She has to be a heel. So is the Miz. Stop with this fucking face stuff.
Even though he had a good segment against Gunther the other day.
I missed that part.
Yeah, he went up to him and he essentially was like, I was the first one to make that title relevant, and I can do it any single day of the week.
True.
It was a pretty good back and forth.
And he did fucking go toe to toe with LA Knight in the mic. Actually, I think he destroyed him.
Oh, for sure.
On the mic. So
yeah.
Yeah. I said that too already that I've changed my mind about that guy. Well, we'll get to him when we talk about that match. He looks too rehearsed for me now. I don't think anything's coming off the top of his head, which is not good. Next up, we have the GOAT. That's not me. Somehow they're announced. Whose idea was it to announce John Cena as the GOAT now? Is a little upsetting to me. That's how they announce him as the greatest of all time.
Oh,
what? Really? You don't announce somebody like that. That's highly offensive to the fucking 15 guys who are better than him.
15 guys?
Well, off the top of my head, I can name a bunch that I consider better than him.
Yeah, but if you look at the accolades, I mean, he's a top 5.
All right, but still, not
the only thing he's missing from his resume is Intercontinental Champion.
It's still not the GOAT.
You're right. I don't think he's the GOAT, but he's up there, unfortunately.
I'm not saying he's not up there. He is up there. I'm just busting balls as far as that goes. But no, he's not the GOAT.
Yeah, he shouldn't be referred to as the GOAT. I don't know.
Yeah, you shouldn't be announcing as the greatest of all time. I think it's offensive to Macho Man and HBK and You know,
Hulk Hogan?
all those guys I consider better. Hey, Hulk Hogan was what he was. He's a compulsive liar now, but he's still one of the greatest of all time. This match, I honestly have no idea which way they're going to go, but I think Cena really needs a win because he's been doing the job for everyone the last year, a couple years, really. When is the last time he did win a solo match?
I think they said like 2017 or 2018, something ridiculous like that. The last time he won a singles match.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with Cena. I think he has to have this one. Again, Saudi crowd too. He don't do the Saudi shows too often, so I think you're going to have to go with him in Saudi. That crowd place is going to go nuts when that music hits.
Yeah.
So I'm going Cena.
I'm right there with you as well, Tim. I think that, he hasn't gotten a singles win in a while. He was like teetering on that retirement thing the other day. So I feel like this is his way of getting a win somehow. I know that we before have been like, Cena needs to put the younger guys over and all this other stuff. But I think he might need this unless he's going to hang it up in Saudi, which I don't think he'll do. But who knows, you know?
Did you hear Cena call him a bargain basement Taz ripoff? Which was pretty funny, actually. It did kind of make me laugh. So, all right, we're all going. Raul's got Solo with the win. He's going against us today.
It's funny if you think about it. Like a match like this, like a year ago, we'd be like, okay, like Cena's got to put over the younger talent.
Mm-hmm.
But
true.
For some reason, I don't think that he does this one.
Yeah, this one I don't think he does. Now, this is a very interesting one. Very interesting. We got Cody Rhodes taking on Damian Priest. This is a match that I can't figure out because they both need a win, but who can handle a loss more? I think I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna go with Damian Priest for one reason because it's the journey. It's Cody Rhodes' journey to get to the world title finally, and you got to have those bumps and bruises along the way. I have a feeling Dirty Dom is going to get involved. So, bucket. Yeah, I'm going to go Damian Priest with the upset for this one.
I'm going to stick with the American roller coaster, Cody Rhodes, just because Priest has now beaten him again for these titles. For some reason, they don't want to relinquish them. Mm-hmm. And he still has the money in the bank where I feel like he can deal with the loss.
That's true. Yeah, you're right. He could deal with the loss for that.
And I could see it because, what is it? The last few times that Finn was in a singles match, Priest kind of cost him the match. I wouldn't be surprised if they did something fluky like that where Finn tries to help him and then he ends up losing because of it.
You know what? You just swerved me. You did. You swerved me. I'm gonna switch to Cody. You're right. I think that has to happen. I think Finn's gonna have to fuck him now somehow.
Yeah, and even Raw was like, it's a little bit hard to predict. Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, this one's a hard one. That's why I said as soon as I saw it, I was like, I don't know about this one. But yeah, we all know Cody's gonna win in WrestleMania. But again, you got to have those bumps and bruises along the way. They want the journey.
Unless they wanted to pass Hogan.
Didn't he pass Hogan already?
Like I think at the 1300, no?
I thought he passed Hogan. Because it's been like 3 years already.
But I'm saying, doesn't Hogan have like a 1300 day reign?
Total or consecutive?
Consecutive.
Oh, I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, we know he's never getting to, Bob Backlund.
Oh, God, no.
Bruno days, which it's
that was ridiculous. I don't know how that was even interesting back in the day to have that one guy for 30 years be your champion, especially Bob Backlund.
Yeah,
it was just boring. Just boring. You had all these flamboyant bad guys back in the day, and stupid Bob Backlund just came out with wearing a towel and no personality whatsoever. How is he your champion for 10 years? It makes no sense. Thank God the business changed that much. Next up, United States title.
Don't tell AZ that.
I know. Rey Mysterio against Logan Paul. Logan Paul just keeps popping up like a zit. Pops up when it's convenient for himself. But again, I don't like the dude, but shit, man, he puts on a show. He did the work. He learned how to fucking wrestle, not just take a couple bumps like fucking Snooki. And he did the work, and he looks real good out there. But can he hold the United States Championship? That's the key, because that's a weekly title kind of thing. We don't know if he's ready for that. So, Dave, Rey Mysterio, will he win the title? And when will the NWO stop? The LWO stop? And why don't they let Eddie fucking Guerrero, rest in peace, stop taking all his shit?
So I feel like this is a really hard one, at least for me.
It is. This is a hard one too. Just
because, I mean, say we want about Logan. Logan, regardless, always puts over WWE. He even did it in his boxing match the last time he just fought. He goes, man, I think it's tough. It's tougher to fight in WWE than it is to box.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when he was like, oh, I want to go after the U.S. Championship. So, like, regardless, he's still getting eyes onto this product, and kudos to him. Now, does he win this belt? I think
there's a time for him to win a belt.
I think yes.
Oh.
I think you put this belt on him, and he's going to be taking it everywhere. It's going to get, oh, wow, Logan has the belt. Like, what's going on? If this match is a great match like Logan has had before, then even better. I think this is, Logan's time. Logan wins his first WWE championship, and Rey can, go disassemble the LWO.
I am actually agreeing with you. I do think it's time. I think it's time he gets the United States. I mean, the guy fought Roman Reigns already and put on a good show. He fought everybody already.
Roman, Seth.
Yeah, and he puts on a good show every time he does. He hasn't had a bad match. So I do think it's time also. Is he going to commit to a weekly appearance to defend the title? Maybe not a weekly, but I'm sure it'll be every other week at least. Yeah. So I agree.
Or if he just does something where he doesn't even have to be in the arena, but he has like a segment. Like, remember, like he has so many different products going on where him just like having the belt on his show, they can use that footage and actually have it on.
Oh yeah, because he'll take that belt everywhere, and all his followers will see that belt, and what is that? Even the ones that don't know wrestling, what is that belt? What does that mean? What is that from? And I'm sure it'll bring in a lot of people.
One of these boxing events, boom, yeah, they're holding the title. Like,
he'll wear it everywhere. He'll be obnoxious with it. So yeah, I think it's time for that, and I think Logan Paul's also going to win. Raul saying Logan Paul will win with the help of Dominic. That's right. Dominic will be in the building. He will be around. Dirty Dom's going to get involved. How is Dominic Mysterio the second most hated person in wrestling right now? Fuck. He can't even talk. I was telling, watch this. This is going to be funny. He's like, why? I said, they don't let him talk. As soon as he talks, they fucking, the whole arena boos. Funny every single time. Well, I wonder will the Saudis do that?
Well, I don't know if they'll have Saudi. I mean, they'll have him on the mic, like coming out.
Just looking at it. He has that face though. You want to punch, so maybe that'll be enough. All right, so we're all going Logan Paul with this one, and I'm actually quite excited. I want him to win. I never thought I'd be saying that.
Yeah, just to see like what happens. Like, what do they do with him with that belt?
Yeah. So you said a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I never would have said that in a million years.
Yeah, and the deadbeat dad, needs to get beat up by Carlito. I want to see more Carlito.
This is an interesting one too, because mommy is in trouble. Yes.
She could lose without even losing, without getting pinned.
Exactly, which is why. Thank you. Which is why it's going to be a dangerous match. The world championship match. Rhea Ripley defends against Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark, and Raquel Rodriguez. Fatal five-way match. And like you said, she can lose without losing, so it's a possibility she's going to walk out of it without that title. But looking at the other four women, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend anybody out there. I'm on probation. I apologize. Looking at the other four women, I don't see it. I mean, no offense, but Zoe Stark not ready. Shayna Baszler, she should just quit. Raquel Rodriguez, I think, is the biggest threat, and Nia is still hurting people. Why did you bring her back? She's still sloppy and hurting people on a weekly basis. Again, she has the look, she has the build, but the girl hurts people every single week. She hurts me just watching every single week when she throws somebody around.
Well, we saw when she came back that she literally landed on mommy's chest, like without even like protecting her or anything. It was just like, all right, I'm just gonna throw my entire body weight on her chest.
So, well, I lost weight. I can do this now. It's like, bitch, no, you're gonna kill mommy. Don't kill mommy. Damn. So, Dave, this is a hard one. And like I said, she can lose without losing. So, I mean, that's an interesting way for her to lose the title. But I think she'll get it back within 2 weeks if she does lose it. But I don't like the other women, except for Raquel Rodriguez, the only one I think that could actually walk away and make this an interesting finish. But I am still going to go mommy for the win. I just don't see the other 4 girls winning this title. Women, I'm sorry. Probation, I'm sorry.
So yeah, like at one point, I would have liked to have seen Shayna with the belt. Right now is not that time. No. Zoe Stark said she's still relatively
Ronda ruined her. I don't think she did. I think Ronda cost her any kind of what's the word?
At one point, she was hot and she could have gotten it, but they just didn't.
That whole thing with Ronda, really fucked it. And Ronda's gone now. She ain't coming back. So I don't know. It screwed her over. God damn, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No worries. Raquel's one that I can see. She's like I see like the next like person they can push, and it would make sense, and it would be a good like story there. And then Nia, we know, is Nia Jax. No offense to her. My only issue with this match is, man, we're gonna have mommy beat 4 women. Like,
no,
damn.
Well, that's the thing though. Nia can squash 3 of them, and then mommy can get the win. You know, one of those type of things.
I guess, but either way, someone's looking bad. Most of them are gonna look bad.
Yeah.
Like then, because if you think about it, when mommy wins this match, all these girls go to the bottom of the list.
Which I think they deserve, except for Raquel. And I don't think Raquel will really be that affected by it.
I guess maybe the reasoning for this match is so that we're having this conversation. Mm-hmm. It's not like I forgot who was like Rhea Ripley versus Natalya, where we're like, yeah, there's no chance in hell Natty's gonna be the one that beats her. This is getting us like, okay, maybe she loses because she's not the one that has to get pinned. I still don't think she loses. So mommy for the win.
All right. Raul's got Raquel Rodriguez as the new champion tonight. Look, it's all possible. But if it's not mommy, it's fucking Raquel Rodriguez. Any other of those 3, I will punch a hole through my television. Because this doesn't make any sense. And I have nothing against Zoe Stark because she's just too raw. She's too blue. And Shayna, like I said, I think she got ruined by Ronda Rousey. And, you know, Nia hurts people. So I don't see her putting the belt on her. So I think we both have the right too. Let's see how it happens. But I wouldn't be shocked if she lost, but she's not going to lose.
Swerve Nia.
If she loses, I'll be like, forget it. If she loses, she's not losing. Understandable?
Yeah. Yes. She's not taking the pin.
No, she's not taking the pin. She is way too hot for that. In both ways. Probation. I'm sorry. By the way, I have to address this Mr. Queens guy who tried to take my job. Me and him
he wanted to hop on today.
Listen, me and him are gonna have to have it out one day. It might be me and Mr. Queens in a Just Too Sweet match or something like that.
Texas death match.
Yeah, in a Eric Zant on a forklift match. winner
gets rights to the co-host.
Winner gets the rights to the co-host job, so we'll see. Next up, we got Seth Rollins defending the World Championship belt against Drew. I don't have a new contract. McIntyre. He did not resign. That was the rumor because he was gone for a while. They brought him back without a contract. He's not signed, so we don't know what's going to happen yet. He could be going on his way to AEW for all we know. But yeah, we have Drew going after the world title. Seth freaking Rollins. Dave, does Seth freaking Rollins lose this title, even though he should have to Shinsuke Nakamura twice, which we won't talk about.
Yeah, we won't get into that other nice booking decision. I unfortunately don't think Drew gets this win here, even though he's been like teetering on heel or face. This might be the one where he loses and fully turns heel and just attacks Seth afterwards. But I'm kind of over Seth Rollins as champion. I don't know about you. I think that whole Shinsuke feud kind of just got me away from him, and I could care less of him as a champion right now.
Not only that, though, you go through this whole thing about the back, the bad back. The back is broken. Shinsuke knew his back was broken. That was supposed to be like the catalyst for him to win. Back broken, bad back. I got a bad back. And he fucking beats him twice?
I get it the first time, like, okay, yeah, like now it's really bad, and then they play into it, and Shinsuke wiped the floor with him in that what is it, last man standing match. And he still wins. Like, and then the way he won, I was not a fan of. Like, I was like, Shinsuke barely took any damage like the last like 2-3 minutes.
It's true.
So it just got me kind of like on the opposite side of Seth Rollins, and now it's just like, all right, when is Damien gonna cash in, or when is Balor gonna switch and cash in for himself?
Yeah, it's true. But I know you're tired of him. I'm tired of him. But who you got to win? You got Seth to win?
Yeah, I think Seth wins.
I think Seth wins also.
Yeah, I think Seth wins, and then Drew will turn that full heel and attack him at the end, and maybe Priest cashes in, but they still have all these belts. Like, it's weird.
Yeah, Rose predicting Drew will win, and then Damian Priest will cash in. I don't know.
Priest will win the.
I mean, I think they do have to do something in Saudi like that, something big. Because, like I said, a lot of these Saudi pay-per-views, nothing major happened. It's all just, like I said, it's all house show shit. It's all, maybe there was a house change, maybe there isn't. Maybe this is gonna happen. Maybe, it's there's never really like when I was at the Garden when AJ won the fucking title at a house show, I was like, what just happened? How did that happen? Every now and then you got to pull one of those. Fuck. No, I'm gonna go with Seth though. I think Seth wins. I don't think Damien cashes in. I don't think Damien cashes in until him or Balor are done with their bullshit feud.
Yeah,
but we'll see.
Well, I think they'd have to lose the tag titles first, because to have them both, and if either one, unless they're gonna go full Damien, but then he has the tag titles and the world championship.
Although they'll do Freebird rules and they'll give it to Dom. Dom will have the tag titles.
Or they give it to JD.
There you go. JD also can take it. You never know. Freebird rules when you have a group like that. So, all right. So, me and you got Seth. Raul's going all out today, man. Raul, I'm admiring your predictions today. I'm highly admiring them because you're going all out.
He's got 3 title changes.
Yeah, you're all out, which I love. And now we got the main event. Yeah, main event of the night. Roman Reigns defends the WWE World Universal Special Awesome title, whatever it's called nowadays, against, the man himself, LA Knight, who, by the way, Roman called him a cheap hillbilly version of his cousin on SmackDown last night, which was fucking great. Which is finally great. LA Knight versus Roman Reigns. This is a match. Now, again, normally, if we didn't know that they're building to Roman Cody at WrestleMania, I this would be like a hard match to pick, but I just don't see LA Knight winning. I just don't see him winning. And this is the one that the crowd wants really, really bad. So unless these sheiks gave Triple H a couple $1 million under the table, some of that tax-free money, there's no way in hell Roman Reigns loses that title tonight. Oh, tonight, whatever. So I have to go with the tribal chief, Roman Reigns, to hold on to that title. Dave, yeah? No?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree there with you there. For personal reasons, I don't want to see LA Knight as a champion right now. Not this champion. Um, and I think if I just think, is this the guy? Can this be the guy that takes the title away from this man that's had it for over 3 years now, over 1,000 days? And I just look at him like, no. Why would it be LA Knight? Why? Because he's there every week, because the crowd loves him? Sure. That's fantastic. But no. This should elevate him to that, next tier status, but I don't think he should be the guy. I think this was actually a little bit of a mistake by WWE. They shouldn't have pushed him to this title match so quickly, unless they're willing to pull the trigger, and I don't think they are.
I agree.
This is all supposed to be leading to WrestleMania 40, where who knows if he's going to lose and who he loses to. Is it going to be Cody? Is he fighting The Rock? Like, who the hell knows? I just don't think LA Knight's that guy right now. And I don't think Roman should be losing it right now.
Now, like you said, I believe I agree with you that it was a mistake to put him in this match, because now if he loses, where does he go? Where does he go? Like, exactly. What happens next? Where's he gonna? Who's he gonna? All he's been talking about is a title. It's my turn. He loses, that's it. He's at the bottom of the line until, let's say, because it's got to go all the way to WrestleMania. That's fucking far away. You got Survivor Series, Royal Rumble. That's a long way to go before WrestleMania.
Yeah, he could have easily been U.S. champion right now, or been fighting for that champion, and everyone still would have been behind him. And I would have been like, okay, that's fine. Let him start there, get that belt under him, see how he runs with that. But to just throw him in here, I think it's a little unfair to LA Knight, because if he loses, it's like you said to me, where does he go from here? Is he gonna be able to bounce back? You're gonna get obviously everyone hating Roman, but where does LA Knight go from here?
Yeah, I agree. Raul's got Roman Reigns to win.
He's saying it's a test for LA Knight, see how he hangs. I've seen a lot of guys be tested and hang with them, and they get shafted.
Well, LA Knight needs to just move to Raw. Go after that title. Because, like I said, I don't care what anyone says, Cody's the one who's going to beat Roman at WrestleMania. There's no other fucking person that can do it. I don't care about The Rock either. It's not happening. It's not happening. It's going to be Cody. That's why he lost last year. He lost last year to win this year. I'll get into that in a second, too. Because I've never seen such a quicker turn as far as a bunch of guys. I hate all of them now. I think they're all boring. They're all annoying.
Even Jimmy?
Annoying since they split up. Real annoying.
Jimmy the other day, he's like, I'm on the injured reserve list. I can't do anything. I was like, what did you say? He's like, I'm off the injured reserve list. I can do whatever you want.
Yeah, that was actually funny. Yeah.
But yeah, it has like a lot of them. Like I don't care about main event Jay anymore as much. Now I feel like he's playing second to Cody. And
no, that's but
what was the point?
He can't talk. He can't talk either. He's not a talker. Like you give him the mic and he asks. He's another guy who's going through. I got what do I got to say? What they give me to say? What am I supposed to say? And it doesn't work for him.
But that's what he should have been. He should be away from Cody. Like, I don't want to see him with Cody. He shouldn't be second to Cody. If you're trying to push him as a single star, have him feud on his own. If you want, what Raul said would be perfect. Turn Sami Zayn heel and have him just get his thing over with Jay. That he can't forgive him now. His best friend was sent to SmackDown because they had to bring him over here. Have that be the story, and have him far away from Cody Rhodes.
I agree. So, all right, we're all going with Roman, right? All right, going with Roman.
With the Tribal Chief. Baby.
Tribal Chief. Yeah, he ain't gonna lose that. And like I said, I think they really shit on the whole bloodline thing, and it upsets me now. But, big but. They're talking about the other Samoans that just graduated from one of the minor leagues, as they might be ready to come. More relatives that are popping in. So maybe we'll get a new bloodline coming 2.0. in. 2.0. You never know. Might be possible. Then you throw Nia in there to combat, like Rhea Ripley in that group, or whoever in the Hurt Locker going to be in that group. The chick's going to be in there. I mean, to me, it makes a little more sense because Nia on her own she needs a group. She needs to be in the bloodline.
She can be your China.
Yeah.
China didn't have to talk in DX, but she showed up and she's a force to reckon with. Mm-hmm. Why not have Nia in that role?
Yep, I agree 1,000%. And that's how it should be. So she on her own, she's crap. All she does is hurt people. That's why she should be in the Hurt Locker business, whatever it's called. All she does is hurt people by accident. Big pain in my ass. But yeah, these two new I forget who they are, what sons they are. Umaga's kids?
I think one of them's Umaga's kid.
Yeah. I think Umaga's kid and someone, yes, he does the thumb thing too, which I guess Solo's screwed if that happens. But yeah, it's supposed to be the two new ones kind of are leaving whatever federation they were in, who has a good relationship with WWE. So if they pop up on NXT anytime soon, yep, new bloodline coming. So we'll see. We'll see. All right, so we are about a half an hour away from Crown Jewel. It should be interesting. I'm going to probably get some pizza or something, just chill out, relax, because I like these 1 o'clock ones also. Freeze you up for the rest of the day. Hopefully, I stay awake during one of these stupid women's matches.
I don't know if you knew this, but Pat McAfee tonight for like the late window college football games is gonna try to do like a red zone type thing on his show for all the late college football games. So
dude, that's too hard.
I mean, we're gonna see. It's Pat McAfee. The man has done a lot, and he's made everything kind of interesting. So I'm looking forward to that. And with this event probably being done by like 4, 5-ish, it gives us time tonight to watch that and see how he does. If he does it, man, we saw NHL do it, right? And from what we were told, I didn't get to watch it. Anthony said it was pretty good.
There's just so many college football games, though. Is he going to stick to the top
like
25 or the top 10? Is he
but at night, like how many are there normally? Like from 8 to
I guess maybe there's not that many. I mean,
yeah,
there's 100 Division One, like 100 Division One teams who all play like around this time, so it's a little hard to switch to every one of them. But if they take it to the night games, that's probably okay.
Yeah, I think that's why, because like you said, there's like over 100 freaking games where that's why they're sticking towards like the night end, where you just have like your Alabama LSUs and whoever else is playing at night. I'm not too sure. Oh, your USCs that always play Oregon's on the West Coast.
Oh, Notre Dame's on now. By the way, there's a Rocky marathon on HBO if anyone wants Rocky. 7-3 Clemson in the first. Fuck you, Clemson.
Creed is better than Rocky.
Creed?
Yeah.
Oh, for a minute there, I thought you meant the band. I'm like, what? But yeah, they're all right. I like the Creed. I don't like the last Creed movie. I like the first
two,
though.
I didn't mind it too much. I like some of the. I'm gonna go full Bert on you here. I like some of the shots that he like tested with that were kind of like during the fight scenes that were sort of like family related. I thought that was good.
First of all, I'm gonna tell you something right now. There is no way they were in Dodger Stadium. That was the most obvious CGI I've ever seen in my entire life. I understand he was trying to go for that manga, whatever the hell you want to call it, but it looked terrible to me. The fight looked cool, but I'm like, they're in a blue screen, they're in a green screen. They're not in fucking Dodger Stadium. That's the one. 2, I wanted what's his name,
Jonathan Majors.
I wanted him to torture Adonis for like an hour, which led to the match. But that didn't happen. It was like, dude, I got your belt. We're on the beach. Let's fight. All right. Let's fight. Like,
yeah, what? You're right. I mean, like he gave him a little bit, but it wasn't like too much.
It wasn't enough. I wanted him like to really fucking torture the guy for like give me a half an hour of torture. You know, picking on the wife, maybe going after the wife, the kid. That really hurt the kid. I mean, but you know, going after the wife would have been probably number one because that'll piss any man off. You know, messing with the guy's legacy a little bit, doing this
or maybe even like the boxing stuff, like the little schools and stuff like that, like fucking up his gym.
Yeah, exactly, something like that. But to me, it was just like, yo, I got your belt. Fuck you. I'm on the beach. Let's fight. All right, let's fight. That's it. That was the big lead up to this goddamn thing. I mean, Mr. T did worse in Rocky 3. You know, I mean, it's like
Mr. T beat him, right?
The first time, yeah.
Yeah, so I guess that is what was missing from this movie. He never beat him.
No.
Like
and
he beat.
then they were friends at the end.
Yeah, so I think that you're right on that end. Like since they've been kind of trending towards being like the Rockies, it was missing that him losing and trying to come back from that loss.
Yeah. Hang on.
And we were also missing John Cena in this movie. Hello, how do you mess up? Going from Hulk Hogan in Rocky 3 to no wrestler in Creed 3. Come on, guys. It was written right there.
It was there for you. You had it. You didn't do it. But yeah, so tonight, like the main games on starting at, let's say 7, LSU, Alabama,
LSU, yeah.
Purdue, Michigan, Washington, USC. Let's check the other ones. SMU at Rice. Yeah, SMU at Rice. Marshall, Appalachian State. Kansas, Iowa State. So I mean, there's a bunch of games you could go through.
Yeah, a lot of these games are going to be high school. There's going to be a lot of touchdowns. So
Howard they're really going out. They're showing Howard at St. Carolina State. They're really going out for this. Wow.
It should be interesting to see how Pat does it.
Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll make sure I watch that then. So that's pretty cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get the hell out of here. This thing's starting pretty soon. Thank you for joining us, Dave. You got any final remarks before we get the hell out of here?
Enjoy your Saturday, folks, and remember to always acknowledge your tribal chief.
I agree. He's going to win. Yeah. Roll, thank you for joining us too, buddy. Enjoy the pay-per-view, which is that it's starting probably right. The first match, Sami Zayn's probably on right now, as a matter of fact. Yeah. So go watch that. Go Notre Dame. Go Pat McAfee. Should be a lot of fun. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for joining us. We will see you Tuesday on the Just Too Sweet show, which we're doing. What did we just say we were going to do? I don't know. My memory shot to hell. I have no idea. Tune in. We'll figure it out. Oh, we're going to start doing Survivor Series stuff. We're going to have Dave, you should get in that too. We're going to have fantasy Survivor Series teams. We're going to make up our own teams. But there's going to be rules. There's going to be crazy rules. Like you got to have a golden era, attitude era, new guy, and then like a fucking whacked out character. So you can be like, I want Macho Man, Triple H, LA Knight, and the Gobbledygooker is my team. Like that, you got to have like crazy rules. We're gonna do some we're gonna do some wacky teams. Just for fun.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah, my friend Grogan came up with that yesterday. I want to do some crazy Survivor. I was like, dude, come on the show, we'll do it. We'll have a lot of fun with it because Survivor Series is a couple weeks away. So that's what we'll do from then until the Survivor Series comes on. We'll be all about the greatest teams ever.
I like that idea. Definitely, I'll pop in there for that.
Oh, absolutely, you got to do it. Even if you can't pop in and give me your team, I'll announce them on there for you, and that'll be a lot of fun. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting out of here. Everyone have a good day. Peace out.